Here for your Wednesday literacy lesson, and we are of course continuing our shared right to do with the parent pleaser. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to jump straight into it. So we've all the teachers, myself, Miss Jones and Mr. Parker, have all had a chance to have a read over your paragraphs, and we've been really impressed at the quality of writing that we're seeing. Really impressed at your innovation, your creativity, and really focusing on the fundamentals like our sentence structure, our punctuation, and capital letters. So very impressed overall. One of the things that we have noticed, though, that we thought, we could probably do this a little bit better, is our use of our expanded noun phrases. Some people in their writing are saying things like, if you press the purple heart-shaped button, and then further into the paragraph they're saying, if you hold down the silver metal lever. And it's just we're thinking, could we maybe use a different noun phrase describing the feature, the product, like talking about how it's making breakfast in bed or giving a massage, okay? So tasty breakfast in bed or relaxing massage, using those to describe the features a little bit better, as opposed to describing what the machine looks like, okay? But we're going to move on. We're going to have a little bit of a critique of the two paragraphs I have on the board, and we're going to think about which paragraph is better. The first one reads, the parent pleaser has countless helpful features, including one that will provide your parents with hot, delicious tea or coffee. As soon as they type in the secret passcode at the front of the machine, it will immediately begin to make your parents a wonderful cup of coffee or tea. As well as having a delightful beverage, your parents will be grateful for extra time to rest. In addition, if your parents pull the red shiny lever, it will provide them with a blueberry muffin to go along with their refreshing drink. Let's have a look at a second paragraph now and see if it's better, worse, what do we think? Starting here. The parent pleaser has many magnificent and useful features, including one to take the children to school every day. As soon as they touch the golden star-shaped button, they will get a delightful beverage of their choice. Your parents will also be overjoyed knowing that they don't have to worry about the chores. As well as having a tasty meal, our parents will be extremely happy having a delicious breakfast in bed. What is more, if your parents press the large clear button on the side, they will get a lovely massage and their favorite movie. Which paragraph do you think was better? Right, hopefully you thought as I did that this first paragraph was better. Can you explain why? Well, one of the reasons I thought was the first paragraph makes more sense. I can see that it starts talking about a wonderful cup of tea, and then it goes on to the benefit of that cup of tea, which is having extra time to rest. And then it talks about a blueberry muffin that goes along with the drink. So all of the benefits are matched to the feature. However, in my second paragraph, they start by talking about taking the children to school. Then they jump to talking about a delicious beverage of their choice. Then they jump to having not to worry about the chores. And then they jump to having a tasty meal. And then they jump to having a massage and a favorite movie. It just doesn't quite make sense because the points aren't linked together. So when we're writing our paragraph, we really want to make sure that when we talk about the feature of the product, let's say it's giving a massage, or it plays their favorite film, or it makes them a drink, that the benefit of that thing is linked, okay? So if they're getting a massage, then it will relax them. If they're getting a massage, it might help them to de-stress and be able to play more games with you. So it has to be linked together. So we're going to be talking about a second feature of our product today. We're going to focus on the language feature of fronted adverbials. We've used fronted adverbials all year, so we should be very familiar with what they are and why do we use them. You can pause the video here and just say out loud, what are fronted adverbials and why do we use them? Okay, hopefully you've had a chance to say your answer. A fronted adverbial is used to add details and vary our sentences so that they don't get boring. They're the extra information that go at the start of a sentence and are separated by a comma. There are 5 types of fronted adverbials. Can you remember what they are? Well, hopefully you've remembered that we have time fronted adverbials, place fronted adverbials, manner fronted adverbials, frequency fronted adverbials, and intensity fronted adverbials. So we've got 5 there, okay? And they all are to add extra information about the sentence, okay? And we have to separate them with a comma. So we're really going to be focusing on where do our commas go today. So in our paragraph today, we're rewriting this paragraph here. I'm going to read it to you, and I want you to start thinking about what you could use as a new feature or benefit of the parent pleaser. It says, the most desired feature of the teacher pleaser is its marking ability. When your teacher has a set of books that need marking, all they need to do is place them into the purple tray at the bottom of this amazing machine. Within minutes, every book will be complete. This will save your teachers hours in the evenings, allowing them to spend more time with their friends and family. On top of that, it will also provide personalized stamps and stickers for each child who produces exceptional work. So, having a think now about our parent pleaser, we want to think about what is the biggest thing that our parents struggle with. Oops. We want to think about, if there was one thing that your parents could really benefit from, what would it be? Perhaps it's getting a massage. Perhaps it's no housework. Perhaps it is something that makes dinner every night for them. Perhaps it is a service that provides tutoring. So take a moment, pause the video, and decide for yourself, what do you think is the biggest thing that your parents would love about this machine? Not what you would love about it, so not like it would clean my room, yay me. No, think about what your parents would really, really benefit from. Do they want to have relaxing massages? Do they want something that walks the dog for them? Do they want something that makes dinner for them every night? Do they want something that does the house chores for them? Do they want tutoring for their children? What is it? Pause the video and decide what you're going to write about in your paragraph. When you're ready, come back and press play. Okay, hopefully you've now decided what feature you're going to write about in your paragraph today. And we want to think about what's the benefit of having that. So for example, I'm going to be writing about my machine does the housework, all the chores for them. So I want to think, well, that means that it's no longer as tiring doing all the cleaning and dusting and vacuuming and mopping, and it means that they have more free time. Great, I've got 2 benefits now. They'll be more rested and they'll have more time to do their fun activities, not just their housework. So let's get into our actual paragraph. Oh, wrong way. So our paragraph is going to have 4 sentences today. You only have to do the first 3, but if you're confident, you can move into doing the 4th one as well. So first, I'm going to introduce the feature. Then I'm going to explain how it works. And third, I'm going to explain the impact of that feature. And lastly, I'm going to say one more thing that that feature can do. So remembering, my feature is that it cleans the house for them. What's your feature? Okay, so my first sentence says, the most desired feature of the teacher pleaser is its marking ability. So I want to rewrite this sentence focusing on my feature, which is that it cleans the house for them. So I might start the sentence with something like, the most incredible ability, potentially one of the best parts. The thing you're going to love the most is. So I'm trying to sell it. I want to use really big flowery language over the top. Amazing, wonderful, mind-blowing, okay? Really sell it to me, all right? So I'm going to change this sentence. The most desired feature of the teacher pleaser is its marking ability. So I might say something like, possibly the most sought after feature, or potentially one of the most incredible aspects of this product. So let me go down to my paragraph here, and I'm going to start, it's a new paragraph, I'm going to make sure it's in my book near to my other paragraphs because it's one big piece of work, please. Okay, you're writing on every second line if possible. I'm going to use every line. So I'm going to start my paragraph with a capital letter. Here we go. So, trying to land on the line still. My handwriting is important. Possibly the most sought after sought after means you want something. You sought after it, you went to get it, okay? And it's a hyphenated word. Sought after feature, can't fit it there. Feature. Possibly the most sought after feature of the parent pleaser. Remember, capital letters, because it is a product. Parent pleaser is, making that beautiful, is its unique ability. Oh, that doesn't look right. It's unique its unique ability to clean the house. And I need a what at the end? Full stop. So I've got possibly the most sought after feature of the parent pleaser is its unique ability to clean the house. I'm happy with that. Let me put back on the sentence structure there for you. I'd like you to pause the screen now and write about your most desired feature of the parent pleaser. When you're ready for the next sentence, come back and press play. Okie dokie. Hopefully you've written out your first sentence now. Let's move on to the next sentence. So it says, when your teacher has a set of books that need marking, all they need to do is place them into the purple tray at the bottom of this amazing machine. Within minutes, every book will be complete. Can you see the fronted adverbial that I have used there? There it is, within minutes. So that gives me a time frame. It's a time fronted adverbial. It tells me how long something takes. So you might suggest, or you might start this sentence by saying something like, by tapping the pink button on the side, by flipping the switch under the hatch, the pedal at the bottom can be pushed. Maybe it's a type code password. Maybe there's a camera on it that can spot it for you. So have a think now. How does this feature work? What does your parent have to do to the machine to make it work? We know that the teacher has to put their books onto the tray. What does your parent have to do to get yours to work? Have a think, all right, just for a minute. Now have a watch while I write out my sentence here. Let me just come down here. So I'm going to continue. It's the same paragraph, please. We're going to continue. I might use a small camera. The small camera, there's my lovely noun phrase. The small camera at the top of the machine. Can I fit it? Or just the small camera at the top of the machine is able to evaluate. That means to spot. Evaluate, to spot, to assess. Whoops, made a mistake, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to rub it out. Evaluate. The small camera at the top of the machine is able to evaluate how dirty a room is, full stop. Now I'm going to describe what happens once it's spotted that. How does it work? It's not a benefit, it's how does it work. In seconds. Now I've got my first fronted adverbial in seconds. It is a time fronted adverbial, okay? You might say in an instant, immediately, without any help, without any guidance, just to introduce how it works. In seconds, the machines and the machine owns this, so I need an apostrophe there. The machines 8 mechanical arms. The machine's 8 mechanical arms will launch out to grab any trash. What else could it do? It can dust, vacuum. Tricky word there. Vacuum, mop. Whoops. And polish. Polish every surface. All right, I'm just going to read that to make sure it makes sense. Possibly the most sought after feature of the Parent Pleaser is its unique ability to clean the house. The small camera at the top of the machine is able to evaluate how dirty a room is. In seconds, the machine's 8 mechanical arms will launch out to grab any trash, dust, vacuum, mop, and polish every surface. Excellent. I've clearly explained how the machine is going to work, okay? So I'd like you to now think, for your machine, how will it work? What does your parent need to do to make the feature turn on? I'd like you to pause the video and write your sentence, remembering to use a fronted adverbial such as within seconds, instantly, immediately, without any help or without any guidance. Okay, when you're ready for the next sentence, come back and unpause the video. Okay, we're back for our third sentence now. Now we're talking about the impact. What's the benefit of this? Why is this such a great thing? So for the teacher pleaser, it said this will save your teacher hours in the evening, allowing them to spend more time with their friends and family. Okay, so think for a minute. If they get a massage, what's going to happen if they get a massage? They're going to be more relaxed and less shouty. If they get dinner made for them every night, are they going to have more free time to play games or help children with their homework? If their house is cleaned, are they going to have extra time to play more games with their kids or hang out with their friends? So think about what's the point? Why would you want this? Why is it helping? Right? So think of a benefit. I've got some examples here. Maybe it can save critical time, no more exhausting house chores, or you will feel so relaxed. I'm using really strong, persuasive language there. Makes you think, oh, I would love that. So let's have a go at adding a sentence to my paragraph. I want to talk about why is it that having 8 mechanical arms that will clean any trash, dust, vacuum, mop, and polish every surface, why is that so great? Well, I'm going to add, and remember, you can talk to it, it's like they're your friend. You're talking to them like they're somebody right in front of you and you're trying to convince them to buy it. So you can use quite persuasive language. You could say something like, think how much time your parents will save. And because this is quite a strong statement, I'm going to put an exclamation mark. You can use exclamation marks in our persuasive writing, but we don't want to use them all the time or they lose their effect, okay? So let me put this back here. So we're writing, what's the effect? What's the outcome? What's the benefit of doing this? Pause the video now and write your next sentence, please. When you're ready, come back and press play. Okay, now that you've had a chance to write that sentence, we're going to go on to the very last part of our paragraph where we talk about maybe another thing that the machine does. And we want it to be linked to what we've just written about. So if you've written about it gives them a massage, well, maybe it will also play their favorite song or they can watch a movie during the massage. Something that you would do that happens at the same time as a massage. If you've done something like it gives free tutoring service, okay, maybe it also marks the homework for the children, okay? Maybe it also plays extra videos to help with the tutoring. Maybe it automatically emails the teacher their homework so that your parents don't have to add it in. So think about something that is linked, that is similar to what the feature is to add. So I'm going to add something to my my house cleaning robotic parent pleaser that it's going to do. So maybe it cleans the house. Maybe it will also fold all the laundry. Maybe it will also iron the clothes. Maybe it will also get the mold out of the window, because all of those things are linked to or similar to doing housework or cleaning the house. So I'm going to use another front adverbial. Maybe you could start with incredibly it will also, or you won't believe it, but it will also. On top of that, okay, and just to finish, I'm going to throw in a little rhetorical question, a little short one, all right? So the teacher pleaser said, on top of that, it will also provide personalised stamps and stickers for each child who produces exceptional work. Let's have a go at Miss Boots's one and see what we can add. What else could it do? On top of that, oh dear, that's a bit messy. I'm going to rub it out. Here we go. On top of that, what do I need after a front adverbial? Thank you, I need a comma. Remember, if you don't know where the comma is, when you read your work, think about where the pause is. Do I need to just take a breath here? So if I said, on top of that, blah, 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 blah. So I know I've paused to take a breath. I should have a comma there. On top of that, it will pick up all your stuff and, oh, that's a bit close together, and organize it. Organize it. Lovely. On top of that, it will pick up all your stuff and organize it for you. I'm now going to finish that with a nice rhetorical question to make them go, yeah. So maybe something like, amazing, right? Amazing. Oh, can I fit it? Comma, right? Like it's a question. Amazing, right? Just fit it in. Okay, before I finish, I'm going to reread my paragraph and make sure it makes sense and I've not missed out any silly words. Possibly the most sought after feature of the parent pleaser is its unique ability to clean the house. The small camera at the top of the machine is able to evaluate how dirty a room is. In seconds, the machine's 8 mechanical arms will launch out to grab any trash, dust, vacuum, mop, and polish every surface. Think how much time your parents will save. On top of that, it will pick up all your stuff and organize it for you. Amazing, right? I think that sounds very persuasive. So it's now your turn to write out that sentence, and you can pause the video for as much time as you need. I will put this screen back on For your sentence starters, pause the video now, write out that sentence and come back once you've finished. Lovely. Hopefully you've written out one very persuasive paragraph. Can you please take a photo, upload it onto Seesaw so that your teacher can read it and give you some feedback on how it went? Thank you for joining in my lesson today. Tomorrow we'll be writing our last paragraph. We'll be concluding our persuasive advert, and I look forward to seeing you then. I hope you have a lovely afternoon and enjoy the rest of your lessons. Bye.